removing the carport, pour some concrete, build a shed. This is how I've done it. Welcome to my shed. This is a long time video coming, 4 months actually. I'm gonna walk you through the build of the shed. Like every average man wish is a big shed to do work on it. It has been a very long and painful process. The build took about 4 months on weekends, started in November and finished in February, only working on weekends. The slab was what took the most, time-wise and money-wise. So this is a 6 meter wide, 10 meter long, 3.5 meter high on the pitch with an opening of 2.5 meters. It fits 4 cars. We'll start from the beginning of the build. So let's start from the beginning. Before I built the shed, I had a little 6x6 carport and a small shed where I used to keep my tools in there. I had my friend Mike coming over and he helped me to pull down the existing carport. Big day on the tools. After we pulled down the carport, I've spent all day stacking in a corner all the roof sheets and clearing the space. At the end, I've ended up with a pile like this. After cleaning all up, I was getting everything ready for the boys coming the day after to break down the existing concrete and getting the soil ready for the slab with the excavator. The boys came back the day after to put down all the mesh and the frame for the slab. At this point, I've called the inspectors from the council to give me the tick of approval before pouring the concrete. Finally, the week after, the team came back with a truck full of cement, so they started pouring. And just like that, this is the end result. Man, does it look good. I was so pleased with the result. The following week they came back again and poured the driveway. At this point it was already December and I couldn't wait to get my shed delivered in a flat pack just like IKEA furnitures. I was super keen to start building the shed with my good friend Shannon, who helped me all the way. We started lining down all the columns and the material. After all day of work, we pretty much finished the left-hand side of the framing. Meanwhile, we copped the rain all day. Like we did on the left side, we built a frame on the floor and then we've got Amy to help us lifting it. After doing that, we've secured the frame with some timber posts. And finally, the first rafter goes in. As you can see, followed by the second rafter. This one I've been filming is actually in the second attempt putting it on, because on the first one, halfway through the ladder, for some reason we started laughing, so we have to go down and start again. The inspector came out once again to check and measure everything before we started sheeting. Shannon and I tried the best we could to follow the plan by the book, but unfortunately we failed the second inspection because we only put 1 Tek screw on each end in the cross bracing instead of 2. Once we fixed that, we were able to pass the second inspection. Every time an inspection failed, I ended up wasting $280. By the end of the build, I ended up failing a total of 3 inspections. We were so proud of what we achieved, so the following weekend we started with the wall sheets. We've started on the back wall as a warm-up, just in case we were doing something wrong, at least was hitting on the back. And just like that, with a couple of days of work, we finished the back and the right-hand side of the shed. The windows and the door were the most time-consuming part because we had to cut around them, to fit the sheet on the wall. The following weekend we knocked down the left-hand side of the fence and built the wall. After that we did the front.
Another day on the tools, huh?
Alright. Continuing on with the roof gutters and the roof panels. Before screwing down all the roof panels, we put down all the insulation roll, finishing off with the roof capping in the middle. The roof is finally done, followed by the roof flashing and the corner flashing. We've ended up renting a lift from Kennard's to install the roller door, 6 meters wide and 120 kilos. Before declaring the shed completed, we spent half day building a new fence. Finally, after spending way too much time on the tools, this is the finished product. But stick around until the end of the video if you want to see a tour of the shed. I just wanted to say quickly a massive thank you to my friend Shannon, aka Shanello, for helping me with this. You've mastered the finished product. Also, thank you to my friend Thomas for coming out and fixing my backyard and spreading all the dirt evenly. You did a great job, especially burning your clutch on your way home, towing the excavator on a hill. Let's start with the electrics. Fair bit to do today. Connectors, conduit, your wiring, your light, switches. Let's begin the tour of the shed. Yes, being a long time coming, but we got there at the end and I'm super stoked with it. As you can see, not even after 1 month of building the shed, I had someone here who came to help me welding the trailer and driving out of the shed. The roller door has been hit. I will get it sorted through insurance. Finished off 2 weeks ago with the pavers to get from the shed to the house. Now the trailer is finally under cover constantly. Before it was just under the carport, it was still getting rained on, so now she's nice and protected. I got my benches on this area. If you want to see the video how I build those benches, just click here. This is it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.